So what's happening, everyone? It's Keto Granny. It's Tuesday evening, and I'm just sitting here. I'm making some keto brownies. I want something sweet. And so I have these keto brownies, and I'm going to make them and have one of these tonight before I go to bed. Some people don't believe that you should have any type of soups when you're doing keto. They don't believe that you should have fat bombs or anything of those sorts. However, I looked at the ingredients on these cookies. They're made with almond flour, coconut flour, they have xanthan gum, and butter, water, erythritol, allulose. There are a couple of ingredients in them that I disagree with. I believe it does have, I'm not for sure the other ingredients, but I know I tried the keto chocolate chip cookies by Duncan Hines, and they were very, very good. And it's something that I will use as I'm doing keto. You have to, pick out different foods that you like. Try those foods if they agree with you or if you like them, and, learn about how they affect your ketones, and then decide if it's something that you want to add into your diet or not. There are different ways that you can decide if you want to add a food into your diet or not. You can decide, or, you can figure out if the food causes you inflammation. You can figure out if the food raises your glucose real high after you eat it. But, test your foods if you have to. But add in foods that you like, because you do want your weight loss journey to be enjoyable. I'm going to go ahead and start these cookies, and I'll be back. So, hey, everybody. Just getting on here for just a moment so I can. Let me see what tomorrow is. I was going to look earlier, but I usually do keto anyway every day. Tomorrow is the 14th, and it is a keto protein sparing modified fasting day and lift weights. Tomorrow is the 14th. Again, if you're on the weight loss challenge, there is a schedule that you can print out up under this video. I like to let people know that boiled eggs are a good protein and fat source. They're about half fat and half protein. So it's a great snack food for you to use on any diet that you are doing. I especially like to keep eggs in the refrigerator for myself. I like deviled eggs, and you can make eggs in a different and a huge variety of ways. Use meal preps to be successful and to stay focused on your weight loss journey. Planning meals ahead of time keeps you on track, and it makes it easier too. You'll start learning about eating repetitive foods. And sometimes eating repetitive foods is one of the easiest ways to lose weight, because you don't have to keep switching up all the time. That is what I do. I do a lot of repetitive food eating that I am doing since I have been doing my weight loss journey. I just finished off my tri-tip steaks and my broccoli and cheese, that meal prep. Now, that's one thing about meal preps maybe that I don't like, is the repetitiveness sometimes of eating the same food. That's why when I do cook, I try to make at least 2 or 3 different meats so that I have a lot more variety, because sometimes I do get tired of the foods that I am eating, and I will, kind of wander off and start eating something else. And sometimes I won't make it back to that food in time before a little bit of it gets wasted. So that's why you want to make sure that when you are making a meal prep, make sure that it's some foods that you eat and foods that you like. And I always be sure and cook your foods the way that you like your foods. Okay, you see a lot of people using different seasonings. It is okay to use any type of seasoning that you like, just as long as it does not contain a lot of salt, and especially no sugar. Choose seasonings that are good, that are flavorful, and that are keto friendly. And you will more than likely be on track to losing weight and getting healthier. Sometimes I know when I'm eating my keto foods, my foods are, how do I want to say, some people say that's a little bit of dirty keto. I really don't consider my foods to be dirty keto, because if I do have little gravies or sauces with them, it's made usually from my pan drippings, and then from adding a little bit of butter and maybe a little bit of seasonings or coconut aminos or something to that nature, so that I keep it keto friendly, but also have it tasting delicious to where I want to eat it. Me and the grandkids were in the store the other day, and my grandson, he found me a book. And he comes running over to me and says, Grandma, I found a book for you. It's a keto book. And so I got it, Keto Made Simple. So I went ahead and bought it. It has some really good recipes in here, you all. And you would never believe the store that I got this book from. I got it from Dollartree. Yes, Dollartree. So I went over there and started looking around to see if they had anything else. You all forgive me, but I'm comfortable sitting back in the back, and I'm getting ready to retire for the night. But this book is called Keto Made Simple, and it has some really delicious recipes. So this book was only $1.25. And like I say, when it has some good recipes, it has in here all the way from making almond bread, bacon muffins, baked eggs and avocado stuffed peppers. Has some really, really good dishes in here. And it has pictures to go with them also. So it kind of gives you an idea of what you are making. Baked eggs and avocado. You all, that's delicious. Baked eggs and avocado, if you have never tried it. I mean, it's so simple to do, but they have that recipe in here also. They have recipes in here, let me look, for Cobb salad, serving size 2, kale, mint, and avocado smoothie. Now, I know that that's good. Egg muffins with spinach, bacon, and cheese. And a lot of these are things that you can make and put in your refrigerator as part of a meal prep. Mustard vinaigrette. Tangy avocado mayo, you all, which is just made with a medium avocado, half a cup of extra virgin olive oil, tablespoon lime juice, teaspoon of sriracha sauce and salt in a blender, and blend until smooth. Add salt to taste. So it's avocado mayo. Lots of good recipes in here. Bacon, guacamole, deviled eggs. Don't those look good? Now that's something that I have never tried. But like I said, I know that you can make a lot of different dishes out of eggs. Bacon and blue cheese deviled eggs. So there is a deviled egg that I never would have thought about making or trying. So these are some things that I'm probably going to be trying real soon, as far as the deviled eggs, putting these in the refrigerator. Here's something here called Cauliflower Fritters. Leftover broccoli works too. So evidently you cook this cauliflower and it comes out something like that. That looks pretty good to me. That's kind of like a cauliflower, like a hash brown. I tried that one day to replace a hash brown with cauliflower rice, and I added in a little bit of cheese, shredded cheese to it with a little bit of egg, and seasoned it, and I tried to cook that like a hash brown. It didn't stay together as good as I wanted it to, but it tasted, it tasted okay. So I'm still trying to work on getting myself something to really, really replace that hash brown that's really close to the texture of how it tastes. Salmon and asparagus packets. Look at that. But they got a lot of good recipes in here. Even the front of this looks good. These are peppers with looks like some feta cheese, some little tomatoes, olives, and little things of that sort. So there's some really good recipes and everything in here. And also chocolate peanut butter balls. So it also tells you how to make fat bombs. So that's very, very good. When you're first starting off on keto, sometimes you may need something to help you a little bit. You may need something to help you a little bit, and it may come in the form of a fat bomb. Anyhow, I went over and I found a couple of more recipe books. This one here is Low Carb Favorites. Because a lot of times, you know, you're doing keto. A lot of those days, for myself, I know that I'm eating low carb instead of keto because I may add in something like keto bread. Whenever I'm adding in something like a keto bread or something of that nature, because keto is no bread. So I consider that to be low carb, more low carb than it is keto. Now in here, they have a lot of delicious recipes in here. Grilled shrimp, creamy custard, and more. So let's look in here and see what they have. Cream of broccoli soup. That sounds so good. Mrs. Cranberry muffins. And everything that it has in it is keto friendly, pardon me. Half a cup of sour cream, 4 eggs, teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 cups of almond flour, half a cup of stevia sweetener, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 cup of fresh cranberries. That sounds really good. You know, some people consider cranberries to be keto friendly. I maybe would, how do I want to say, replace it with a berry that I like. I like cranberries, but I prefer to have something like, my best berry that I like is a blackberry. And then I like the strawberries and raspberries. And then the blueberry. Spanish quiche. They say use a tablespoon of vegetable oil, but any recipe that you're using, when it says for you to use vegetable oil, you can automatically replace that with avocado oil, olive oil, ghee, you know, something of that nature that is more keto friendly. You don't want to use vegetable oil. Vegetable oil causes a lot of inflammation in your body. A lot of inflammation. I know it does for me. Causes a lot of inflammation in my body. So I don't use vegetable oil. Crab and avocado salad. Ooh, that sounds good, doesn't it? Crab and avocado salad. Cauliflower fried rice. On here, it has 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. Instead of soy sauce, use something like coconut aminos. So in these recipes, you can easily go through here. They are already low carb, but you can make them lower carb, and you can make them more keto friendly by just replacing just a couple of things in the recipe. Just look at the recipe before you start cooking. Decide what you need to replace and have that on hand. Cauliflower fried rice. I haven't had that in a while. I haven't made it in a long time, but the recipe is in here for the cauliflower fried rice, you all. 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 large garlic clove pressed, half a teaspoon of fresh ginger grated, 12 ounces of rice, cauliflower either fresh or frozen, a carrot diced, 2 scallions chopped, 1 egg, 3 tablespoons of coconut aminos, 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. I do use sesame oil or fish oil. And then it just tells you what to do. But that cauliflower rice looks so good, so good. I wanted to make me some cauliflower rice this week as part of my meal prep, and then some more steak bites with a sauce, like a fettuccine sauce that I can use over that. And then this week, I've got plenty of burger patties in the refrigerator, so I'm going to have bunless cheeseburgers. But they have all those different recipes in here. You can have things like tacos. Okay, here's a picture of the bunless cheeseburger. And this is just simple recipes, you guys. So these are some good books if you happen to run into these at the store. And then they had one more book that I picked up, which I find this to be very, very appealing to me, and it's to do with the air fryer. I have a small air fryer, but I want a bigger air fryer, so I'm going to have to, start saving and different things and maybe I'll get that for Christmas. But I'm learning to cook with the air fryer, and I'm learning that you can cook so many dishes with the air fryer that I did not know you could use it for. Here in this book, it shows this. Well, in this recipe book, it shows where you can make frittatas, but all this is made in the air fryer. In the air fryer, so I'm used to just cooking stove top in the stove. Maybe a little bit with the microwave, maybe using the crock pot, something like that. But the air fryers and the instant pots, some of those different things are really, they're brand new to me as far as my cooking. Mozzarella sticks. That sounds so good. I don't know if you've ever tried them, but I have where I made some carnivore mozzarella sticks. Those carnivore mozzarella sticks or carnivore meat sticks were so good. So good. And I think I'm going to have to make some of those just to have in the refrigerator and have them available. Pork chops. And these are, so they seem pork chops, but they look like just crispy pork chops. What do they use? All-purpose flour, but I would use almond flour. So like I said, just take the recipes and substitute in the recipes if you have to. Right here, this one is for rib eye steak. That steak looks so good. And it's just simple, the same way I make it. 2 8-ounce rib eye steaks, cut 1.5 inches thick, salt and black pepper to taste, half a cup of coconut aminos, it says soy sauce, 1/3 cup of olive oil, tablespoon of water, fresh rosemary sprigs for garnish. And just cook. Cook. When you're cooking, make sure that you are making your food to your liking and to your taste. That's got a lot to do with the dishes too. You want to make sure that you want to eat what you cook. Don't think just because you see somebody making a bunch of fancy recipes that are keto and different things that everything tastes good, because it does not. It does not. I have made some recipes, and then after I have made them, I've eaten them because I made them. But if you know what you like, so make sure that you fix food that you like and that you're going to be happy to eat. Anyway, like I said, tomorrow is the 14th, and it's going to be a keto or a protein-sparing modified fasting day. The choice is yours. And then add in some exercise, lift some weights, or do something like that. Tomorrow night is also the live at 7 o'clock p.m., so make sure that you join me. We're going to discuss the giveaway, merchandise giveaway, and also talk about how we're doing on our weight loss journey, how we can improve it, different things like that, and keep each other motivated. So I want to talk a little bit about MCT oil. MCT oil. MCT oil is medium chain triglycerides. And these are very, very good for you. This is what you want your body to produce. These are ketones. MCT oil helps you produce ketones. If your ketones are low, you can take about a tablespoon or a teaspoon of MCT oil, and it will boost your ketones up. MCT oil, it helps boost your ketones, and that way, for me, it gives me a head start on what I want my body to do. So nowadays they're including, I noticed, MCT oil and MCT powders in just about anything that they say is keto. They have it in the keto candies, they have it in the keto coffee, and different things like that. MCT oil can cause gastric, I don't want to say gastric, upset your stomach if you take it. It can cause those type of problems until your body gets used to it. What I do when I do use MCT oil is I mix it in with my salads. I like to put MCT oil in my salads. Sometimes I will put it in my coffee and froth it up, make like a frothy coffee. You can put it over your foods that you're eating. But there are many different ways that you can work MCT oil into your diet. MCT oil It is good for you. But one thing about it, whenever you take that MCT oil, excuse me, your body is not going to burn your I don't want to say your fat, your ketones. First, it's going to burn off that MCT oil. So you want to make sure. Well, for me, that's why I don't use MCT oil a lot. I will use it when I feel my body may need a boost with my ketones or something to that nature. But it's not something that I use a lot. But if you're needing help producing ketones, if you are needing help, getting into ketosis, MCT will help you do that. They do know that it helps to produce ketones when you take it. And you can also take MCT oil. You can take it in oil or you can take it in powder. And like I said, it is very, very popular, and it does have some good health benefits. They are medium-chain triglycerides, which are a major form of dietary fat that's found in the bloodstream. They're made up of 3 chains of saturated or unsaturated fatty acids that are linked by molecules of glycerol, which is a form of alcohol. Triglycerides help give your body energy, but if your triglyceride and cholesterol levels are high, it can increase your risk of heart attack, stroke, and pancreatitis. That is one. What is MCT oil? Is a dietary supplement that is distilled from coconut oil. Now, the MCT oil that I use is the Keto Science. It supports ketogenic lifestyle, it tells you here, and it's an MCT oil, a medium chain triglyceride, rich in functional fats, natural source of energy, and it supports the keto diet. It's 100% coconut source. One serving is a tablespoon. A serving is 130 calories. It's the same as olive oil, avocado oil, about the same. Medium chain triglycerides. Take 1 tablespoon as needed. You can take it alone or you can mix it with your favorite hot or cold beverage. Like I said, a lot of people like to mix it in with their coffee. That's how I used to take mine. And every now and then I used to put it in a smoothie. No refrigeration is required. It mixes very, very easily. Now, people use this MCT oil not just on the keto diet, but it says here it has no trans fats. It's keto friendly, paleo friendly, dairy free, gluten free. 14 MCTs per serving, so it has 14 grams of medium chain triglycerides per serving. It mixes quickly and easily. It's flavorless and odorless. So you can take this in order to give you a little bit more energy. The saturated fat found in coconut is composed of medium chain triglycerides. Keto Science MCT oil is made from pure coconut oil and is easy to take, beneficial to your metabolism, and quickly converted into sustained energy to help keep you fueled throughout the day. Enjoy daily mixed in with salads, smoothies, coffee, and more. Now, this is excellent to take and add into your diet. However, just remember, your body's going to burn that fat first. Now, some people take MCT oil every day. Like I said, some people take MCT oil every day. Some take it in the mornings. Some take it at night. Take MCT oil if you need it when it's most beneficial for you. It will give you more energy. It will help you produce more ketones. And like I said, a lot of people find it very, very beneficial to add into their diet, especially the ketogenic diet. Let me see. Let's see what it says. What is MCT oil used for? It's a dietary supplement that is made up of medium chain triglyceride fats. They can be found in coconut oil, palm oil, kernel oil, and dairy products. It's mainly used by people looking to lose weight or boost their endurance during a workout. They use MCT oil. Some of the negative effects of MCT oil is it can cause a lot of flatulence, a lot of a lot of flatulence, or a lot of diarrhea, can cause you stomach pain and bloating, a lot of gastrointestinal issues some people have from using MCT oil. If you haven't taken MCT oil before, you want to start off using it very, very slowly. Instead of taking a tablespoon, start with a teaspoon for that whole day. That's how you want to start taking it. And when I first started, I kind of eased in on it. I took about a half a teaspoon in the morning and a half a teaspoon at night. Now, I have had this MCT oil, I think, for about 2 years, you all. About a year and a half, almost 2 years. I don't use a lot of MCT oil. I will use it sometimes if I feel like I need a little boost with my ketones. I will use it if I'm feeling kind of slow and I want a little bit more energy, to help my body get to that point. That is how I use my MCT oil. Also, if I have went out and I have had foods that I'm not supposed to eat, I'll take some MCT oil, because you know what? You heard what I said. It makes you use the bathroom. So it's very, very good for that. I got that from someone when I first started doing keto. Whenever they went out and they had too much to eat, greasy foods or something like that they shouldn't have had, they would come home and they would say, take, a little bit of the MCT oil. It worked. It works. How much MCT oil should I take daily? There is not a certain amount that you have to take. You can actually take what you can tolerate. A maximum daily dose of 4 to 7 tablespoons has been suggested. While it's also not clear what dose is needed to obtain the most health benefits, I would say just about a tablespoon a day if you take it daily. That's what I would recommend that you take with the MCT oil. What time of day is best to take MCT oil? You can take MCT oil throughout the day. It'll help you prevent overeating at night. If you eat your evening meal after 7 and you can't control your late night snacking, take some MCT oil at least an hour before your last meal, and that's going to help you make it to the next morning. So I hope I have given you some good information as far as MCT oil. MCT oil is very, very beneficial. It will help you with a lot of different things while you're on the ketogenic diet. Make sure that you do your research. Make sure that you find out the different uses of MCT oil. And also know this, if you're using a lot of products with MCT oil, MCT powders, and MCT oils and different things, and then your body is going to burn that MCT oil first before it actually starts to burn your fat. And then also, it's going to make your ketones jump up real high too. So if you really want a true reading of your ketones and everything, then you won't be using the ketone products, the MCT oil products. But if you want to make sure that you are in ketosis, make sure that you're adding some ketones or some MCT oil to your diet. It will help you get into ketosis. It will help you to go longer between your meals. It will help you get back on point when you fall off and you have eaten some of the wrong foods. MCT oil can be very, very beneficial to you. I use it. I have used it on my weight loss journey whenever I thought it would benefit me. So that is what the MCT oil is for me as far as how I use it. But I did just want to give you this information so that you know that there's something out there that can help you produce ketones in your body. Anyhow, this is Keto Granny, and like I said, tomorrow is a keto and a protein-sparing modified fasting day. Make sure that you pick out some good, healthy foods to eat, and make sure that you stay as focused and on point as you can. Now, I made some brownies, some keto brownies, and I'm going to have me one of those before I go to bed because, like I said, I have been craving something sweet. And I do believe that if you have those type of issues, make sure that you have some fat bombs or something to that nature available so that you can stay focused and stay on point. This is Keto Granny saying I hope I've given you some good information this evening, and I will see you all tomorrow in the live. Everyone have a good night. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, now I need your help. I need your help. I want to get monetized. I want to get monetized because I had to leave my job during when the big C came. I was going into people's homes and preparing them for taking insurance exams, medical exams, drawing blood and collecting urine and giving blood pressure tests and sending this information, where it needed to go. Now with the C being around, the big C being around, I cannot do that type of work anymore. So I'm wanting to monetize on YouTube. I love doing this, and there's really not too much of anything else I can do. I am 67 years old. I'm going on 68. I am disabled, but I still try to push myself and do whatever I can. But you all, I want to be monetized, so make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you share and give me a thumbs up if you like my channel. Give me a thumbs up if I'm giving you good information that you can use. Give me a thumbs up and share. Share with somebody that you think can benefit from this. I love to do this. So you all, please subscribe to my channel. Like, share, and comment. This is Keto Granny saying, help me get monetized. Hey, have you subscribed to my channel yet? If not, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button right now. Like, share, and comment. I would love to have you here as part of my community with Keto Granny. Hit that subscribe button right now. Right now, hit that subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, like, share, and comment.